In this lesson, you are going to learn a different way to do the imperfect subjunctive. Yes, there is a different way to do the imperfect subjunctive. It's just a different conjugation, but it means the same thing. When you guys originally learned imperfect subjunctive, you learned that the yo form ends in ra, tú, ras, usted, él, ella, ra, nosotros, ramos, ustedes, ellos, ellas, ran. Now, this came after, of course, finding the ustedes, ellos, ellas form of the preterite first, right? So, for example, llegar, llegaron, right? We drop the ron and we add ras. Era importante que llegaras a tiempo. It was important that you arrive on time. So llegaras is the imperfect subjunctive. Now, the other way to do the imperfect subjunctive is instead of ra, you have se. It's the same thing. So your endings after you go to the preterite form of the verb and drop the ron is you add se, ses, se, stemos, seis, and sen. Era importante que llegases a tiempo. These both mean the same thing and they are completely interchangeable. Mis padres querían que yo fuera médico. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. Mis padres querían, sorry, a little typo there, que yo fuese médico. Fuera and fuese have the exact same meaning, and it is used in the exact same way as the rules that you learned before with imperfect subjunctive. Now, why is this? Well, there was a time, a long time ago in Spanish, where there was a difference between llegara and llegase. There was a difference between these two forms. But over time, they just started to blend together and they started to have the same meaning. So they no longer have a different meaning. Now, when do we use them? When do we not? Well, you're going to notice if you speak a lot of Spanish that, first of all, this stay form is used a lot less frequently. And it's used kind of randomly. It doesn't really have any time that it's particularly used. You just kind of hear it being used from time to time, or you'll see it in the newspaper used randomly. So there is no exact time when it's used, but it is completely interchangeable with the other form, the original form that you learned. So the purpose of you learning this now is because eventually you're going to hear it, you're going to see it. So it's important to know that it exists and to know how to use it. Eso es todo.